Dan Milsky. I have been at Northeastern since January of 2003. So that puts me here 22 years. My Ph.D. program was at the University of Illinois in Chicago. Um, I did a Ph.D. in philosophy with a specialization in ecosystem restoration, philosophy of restoration, with a focus on philosophy of theoretical ecology. So it was a philosophy science dissertation. But then I also looked at the moral implications of my research in philosophy of science. So over the years, I've taught a lot of environmental ethics courses, medical ethics, philosophy of law, philosophy of sex, sexuality, philosophy of food. I teach the introduction to ethics courses. I teach introduction to philosophy. I taught a course called Jerks and Assholes about the subrogatory. And I'm looking forward. I just finished teaching a course on the philosophy of death. So I was studying environmental science, and I stumbled across David Hume in one of my philosophy classes that I was taking just for fun on the side. And I decided that science was great and important and fascinating, and I really love it. But I wanted to see what some of the prescriptive implications are of the descriptive sciences. So I didn't want to just but I didn't want to describe the world. I wanted to prescribe the world a little bit. I wanted to see what are the moral implications of the stuff we were studying in the sciences. My favorite part about teaching philosophy at NEIU is the reactions of students the first time they are forced into a sort of a deep existential quagmire that typically results from taking Introduction to Ethics for the first time. So, the joy of college and the joy of teaching young people is that they're out in the world having to formulate their own beliefs. And ethics is tough. Ethics forces you into a confrontation with yourself. Who am I? What do I want to be? How do I remain internally consistent? And I just love watching students have those aha moments when they realize that maybe it's important to live a life that's internally consistent so they don't run the risk of an existential rupture, so that they can find an internal coherence and have a deeper understanding of who they are. And this carries over into all the philosophy classes. And furthermore, it's just fun being around other philosophers, the students especially, who get into arguments in the hallways and discussions of philosophy in the lunchroom, or when we're hanging around outside. And that's just a really exciting place to be, and it's an exciting place to see how influential philosophy can be in sort of cultivating people's passions and how excited they are to learn.